talk now. This MMA, what we talking about? Yeah, you tuned into the pod now. Gonna be hard for you to stop now. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in.
Welcome back to another episode of Caged In. I'm your host, Chris DiCarlo. Today we got a very special guest making his debut on the show. It is Arturo Vergara. How we doing today, my man?
Doing amazing, bro. Thank you for having me here. Like a pleasure to meet you and be in the show, bro. It's an
Of course,
amazing
man.
show, by the way.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you for coming on. Quick little introduction, man. You are the Karate Combat Bantamweight Champion, 6-0 inside the Karate Combat pit. But before we start talking about some fight stuff, man, I do want to get into your background a little bit and just let people get to know you a little bit better, kind of outside of fighting, if that's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, how you say I'm the current champion in 135 karate combat. I'm from Chile. I just moved here to USA like 3 years and a half ago. I'm currently living in Miami. I'm training in Goshen. And I started this career like 12 years ago. 12 years ago in my country, like just a kid dreaming, like hustling for opportunities, having side jobs. You know how the MMA career, the athlete career, is not an easy. Everybody think like it's just fight and get money and you done. And it's not like that. It's been like 12 years grinding, fighting, training, doing different things. So yeah, also I start and fought a lot back in my country, but a lot of boxing and kickboxing. I did 80 amateur fights
Wow.
back in my country. Yeah, and after I did my debut in kickboxing. So I debuted and my record was 3-1 in kickboxing. And after I came here to America, no grappling experience, no MMA experience, nothing.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Awesome, man. When you were growing up in Chile, were you playing other sports at all, or was everything just kind of combat sports related for you?
When like when I have like 7 years old, I went into this karate school and kung fu like for around a year, and after I broke my wrist, so I never went again. But I used to play more soccer than nothing in my country. Is super popular, football. So we play a lot that, but nothing like combat sport. Like in my country, like combat sport is really new,
Hmm.
really new. Like also wrestling and grappling, or wrestling more than nothing. Like just now they start to train wrestling. Back in the day was just jiu-jitsu, kickboxing or boxing. Nothing else. So
Mhm.
we nobody knew about that. So yeah, in my childhood, more than nothing, go out with my guys. With my friends, be in the street all day long, like playing. Doing my things. But I'm playing soccer. That's what we do all day.
For sure,
And
man.
yeah, and then 18 years old, I started with MMA and boxing.
Yeah, how did you get introduced into, the world of combat sports? Like, did they show it on TV in Chile at all? Did you see like the UFC at all, or was it boxing for you? Like, how did you get introduced to the sport and be like, okay, I want to do that?
Yeah, I get introduced by a friend, brother. Back in my day, I used to be like more. Well, you're a kid, so you talk dumb decisions. So you're trying to be the bad boy, trying to be the bad guy. So I used to be a lot of the street and doing my things, and a friend of mine said like, "Yo, leave all this bullshit and come to train and do something for your life." Also, that same year, my son born the same year, so was something like God gave me to align myself and get like my goals and everything clear. So my guy introduced me and we went to try a boxing class. That was my first like getting into the sport, and I start to train, bro. Uh, like back and forth. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. I was more into the street. So, and one day, I went to the study in another city, and I say, bro, I cannot do more of this. I cannot be like. I don't want to spend my life doing something what I don't like. Doing something
Mhm.
like what don't fulfill me. So I say, okay, I will fight. Like fuck everything, and I start to. Since that day, bro, I commit to this and I never stop again. That was 12 years ago.
Love that, man. I want to talk about your nickname a little bit. You go by Macaco. What does that mean? Where did the nickname come from? Just give me the origin story there.
Yeah, well, macaco is a kind of monkey. So I say macaco flow, it mean like the flow of the monkey. If you watch a monkey, the monkey is able to walk in his hands and his feet, and also in his tail. He can balance himself in his tail. Also, I don't know if you watch ever like Dragon Ball Z. So the Super Saiyans they came from the monkeys too. They came from the monkeys, and when they go into the Super Saiyan 4, they go back to the monkey style. So Macaco Flow come from there, like to be a fighter, to be versatile. You can use every single aspect of the fight game, and also like every part of your body. Like you can fight like the arms, hands down, hands up, moving around, like getting into the flow. So that's why it's Macaco Flow mean, and you can see my fight and my style like it's pretty like weird, and different. So that's why Macaco Flow.
Awesome, man. Definitely unique nickname for sure. Definitely one you don't see around very often, man. So yeah, definitely had to ask about the origin story there. Let's talk about your fight style a little bit, man. A lot of people have seen you fight, but there are some people that haven't seen you perform before. For the people that haven't seen you fight, man, how would you describe your fight style to them?
I would say like my fighting style is a style like you always going to enjoy the show if you're gonna see me. That's my main goal. Like more than the result, more than win or lose, I'm always commit to bring a show. That's my main goal in fighting. So if you go to watch me, you're going to see a lot of entertainment shit, different things like knockouts, blood, like everything. I go for everything. I go there and I going to fight. I never gonna step back. Like I won't go back. I'm here to fight. Like throwing my combos, using my head movement, using my footwork. So I would say like it would be a good day. You're going to enjoy the fight. You're going to see a lot of actions and a lot of show.
Awesome, man. Let's get into your karate combat career a little bit. You are, like I said, the bantamweight champion in karate combat, 6-0 inside the pit. And back in 2024, when you made your debut, that entire year you went 5-0 inside the promotion, a very successful year for you. When you look back on 2024, how are you able to stay so active and have such a successful year?
Yeah, no, amazing year, bro. I just can say like thank God, that He kept me healthy. I didn't get injured. I could make it. I took opportunities when it showed up. So that's what I got the opportunity to fight a lot. Because the opportunity came and I took it. I was always ready. Always my mindset is being like ready for everything. I'm not that kind of fighter. Oh, I'm fighting in 3 or 4 months. So okay, I will do a training camp. Training camp for me is bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck training camp. Fuck everything. This is my lifestyle. This is how I live. I'm always in training camp. I'm always there. The only thing I do is adjust. I just, oh, this is my opponent. Okay, this is gonna be the strategy. But I don't quit of the gym after my win. I don't quit the gym after my lose. Yeah, always I'm there. So I think that the same mindset gave me those opportunities. Even like my third fight, who was when everything changed, was I took that fight with 6 day notice. They called me and I say, "Let's run it. I'm ready." And that fight changed my life. It wasn't viral knockout, hook or a straight hand liver shot high kick. That went viral. So that gave me the opportunity to change my life little by little. And I keep the same pattern, brother, being ready every time because you never know when the opportunity gonna show up. You know.
Definitely, man. 100% agree with you there. Of your six karate combat wins, you have five that came via finish. What has clicked for you inside the pit that's attributed to such a dominant run?
Um, I think, brother, it is crazy, but when I'm in the pit, I feel like home. Like I feel that's my home. Like I know how to use the pit. I know how to defend in the pit. I know how to pin you in the pit. How to put you there. To put you under pressure, put you in the thing. So That understanding on the pit and in the fight game, like gave me these skills maybe and this perform, you know. So, oh, I say like always when I go to fight, I enjoy too much fighting, brother. I enjoy it a lot. That's it. I will be fighting every single day for me, you know. Like if I can compete every single day, I will. I
Hmm.
don't give a fuck about the result. I don't give a fuck about my record. You know, I just want to fight. I'm like a kid, you know. I just want to fight. Just give me a fight, I will go. So that understanding in the pit and about myself, I think, gave me the success in the pit and this 6-0 and 5 finish. Like and the guy I couldn't finish was, I think the referee saved him because I was hitting him like for 1 minute and he didn't answer and they never stopped it. But it is okay. You know, it was a good fight too and was 2 rounds. So prove my conditioning and that gave me the opportunity for the title fight. You know.
100%. And looking back at your 6 wins in karate combat, do you have a performance or a finish that's a favorite of yours?
I would say the third one, the barrel knockout, and the last one because the last one, um, well, I'm not talking about opponents or nothing,
Hmm.
but was the calm and the mature what I show in that fight what made me feel happy. You know, like I really look like a champ. You know, I am the champ, so I really prove why I'm the champ. Like I can fight everybody. You know, I can fight in every position. I grappling him. I striking him. I use the pit. I flow around him. You know, so that I will say that one is one of my favorite because the evolution of myself. That's what drive me forward. You know, being always evolving.
Definitely, man. And at Karate Combat 51 is when you became the Karate Combat Bantamweight champion via finish in just under 1 minute of that first round. Hit him with those massive knees, followed up by the ground and pound to finish it off, man. Talk me through that exchange and how did it feel to become a champion? And how did you do it so dominantly?
Was crazy that fight because I had everything in my mind. You know, always I try to go with the fight with everything in my mind before like visualization. You know, like clear my mind, clear everything to go on the fight, and I know the options maybe can happen and what cannot happen. You know, and the crazy thing is I saw myself getting rocked in the fight, like getting a big punch on, but recovering after that, you know. So that happened. He hit me with 3 hooks like fast, bro. He did tick, tick. I didn't see the last one. I swear. That shit was too fast. I couldn't see the last one. And I just felt it here. I say, damn. But as soon as I touch the ground, I say, okay, I'm at home. I saw this before. So I get rocked. I went to for the single. I claimed to the body lock, and I say, okay, he's done. This is my game. You know, the thing like the people don't understand that I think before yet. Like when I'm fighting, I'm the between things. What I'm saying with this, I'm not a grappler. I'm not a striker. I'm the between.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I can grapple with you, but also I can hit you at the same time. And
Yep.
after kind of strike, but also kind of grapple with you. So that gave me the opportunity because I knew the guy was good at striking, you know? He was good at striking. But as soon as I put him in the clinch, he didn't know what to do. So when I throw those knees on the belly and after those elbows on the face, he was like up and down, up and down. So knee, he go down, boom, he go up, elbow, he go down, knee, he go up, elbow. So he start to hesitate, and after I catch him with a knee and the liver, and that's what bent him. And that's when I throw both knees, and after TKO, and bro, was amazing. You know, I think like I wish everybody in the life to felt what I feel that day. Like, and it's not just about the title, you know, it's not just about to get something material about it. It's like set a goal and achieve it. Doesn't matter what you do in your life. I really wish you that feeling because, bro, it's different. It's different. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
super beautiful, bro.
That's awesome, man. Hopefully someday, like you said, hopefully everybody gets to feel a feeling like that someday for sure, man. So, and I could see the look on your face and just the emotion and how elated you were to
Yeah.
get that gold wrapped around your waist, man, and get that W. It was cool to see for sure.
Thank you, my bro. Yeah, was a lot of emotion, a lot of things like being here, uh, living alone, a lot of years, living by myself in another country, doesn't speak the language, didn't know nothing about nothing, no grappling, no experience. So that moment hit me hard, like I say, shit, everything's finally makes sense. Little by little, everything like finally making sense, because I think the hardest thing is like when you work your ass off and you don't get nothing, bro. And you don't get nothing, bro. That's like fuck. What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Like, send me back to Chile. I'm quitting this shit. But in all those moments when I really push myself like through and I say, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And go again. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Go again and go again and go again and finally happen. You know what? The good thing about it is I feel like I'm just starting, bro. Was just the begin.
Yeah.
Wasn't really the end. Was just the begin. Like
For sure, man. And during that fight versus Chalmaya on the broadcast, they had mentioned that he was a former training partner of yours. Is that true? And if so, how close were you guys beforehand? Was it weird fighting somebody that you knew personally beforehand? Kind of give me that experience there.
well, we are kind of like training partners, but not like training partners.
Mhm.
So he went to our gym. He trying to join us for that was for our second fight. So we fought together in Texas, KC 46.
Mhm.
So he went 3 weeks before to prepare himself for the fight. And we get close together. Super cool each other. So we spent like 3 weeks training together. You know. After that, we keep texting each other like super cool. Hey, I wish you the best. Like. But in one point, I think it was after my third fight, we get into a meeting with the president, Owen, and myself. We say, bro, we are cool each other. We know, but both of us we have one goal, and it just could be one. It's just one champ. It's not two. It's not three. It's just one champ. So eventually, it's going to happen. And both of us we discuss and we say we're ready for what happened, and I respect you. Like I wish you the best and everything, but when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. Like no hard feelings, no nothing, no just business.
Yeah.
So it finally happened. Yeah. So the crazy thing, he's supposed to fight with the former champ Mirza,
Hmm.
the Russian dude, but he quit. He pulled out for that fight.
Yeah.
And the next contender was me. I was supposed to fight one more, and after I will go for the belt. Whoever wins the fight.
Right.
But he pulled out. I was the next contender. I said, "Let's rock it. Let's run it, bro. Let's do it." He already bought the ticket to Miami before that to train with us for preparation for his fight. So we trained together like 1 week, and after we fight. But
Yeah, that's super interesting. You don't usually get a lot of scenarios where you got to fight a guy that you've spent time training with. And when I heard them say that on the broadcast, I was like, I got to ask Arturo about this, man, just to see from his perspective, how things kind of went with fighting a guy that you're a little bit familiar with, because you don't see that very often.
yeah, no, it's weird. But I think I took it like super professional. Like I say, okay, this is just business. It is nothing personal. I just going to know you out and that's it.
Yeah.
you know, but that's my mind. Like, bro, every time I go out, even I pray for my opponents to if I knock him out, I'm praying to get safe to your home. At least go safe to your home, enjoy your family, enjoy your time, and thank you.
Mhm.
Even if we talk shit each other because we're humans in the end of the day. I I
100%.
I don't have fucking ego with nothing, and this is not a game. This is not like fucking playing soccer. You can play soccer for your whole life. I never gonna have nothing gonna happen to you. But right here, you get got one bad punch, and you change your life forever. You know.
Yeah, that's true, man.
So
It's true. For sure. I want to go back and I want to talk about your debut in Karate Combat because it was a unique one, man. It was Karate Combat Kickback 1. This one was hosted, in the backyard of the boss man's mom's house.
yeah.
Watching it from TV, it looked crazy. Hosted by Rick Ross, which is insane. What was the vibe of that show, man? Because, like I said, watching it from home, it looked pretty cool.
When was crazy because since my first fight, I felt in home there, brother. But even the vibe of the because it was like a fucking party, like I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know, in the street fighter
Yeah.
fighting like with all the people around, like Hadouken and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So was crazy. But as soon as I get there, I don't know, I felt the vibe, I enjoyed, I did my show, and was super cool because I was fighting just for my contract. If I lose that fight, I will never be here. So I live the moment. I enjoy it. Um, and I love it, bro. After that, everything started to change.
Definitely, man. I want to talk about your gym. You mentioned the goat shed a little bit earlier. Obviously, that's a gym full of killers. Talk to me about the culture that you guys are building over there at the goat shed.
Yeah, Gosha is different. It is a special gym, and it's different because I think we are super competitive, but we are super like a family too. I never want to say, I never wanna like be on top. I don't know who is something on top, but like smash my partner, like for anything. Like for me, if my guy win, it's a win for me too.
Mhm.
That's the vibe in the gym. So we don't have ego between each other. So if this guy is winning and he's making money and he's like getting followers and getting like more famous in the gym, I look up to that guy. I don't look like, oh, this piece of shit. I've been working more than him. I've been training more than him, or maybe I have more years here and I don't have the same. We don't have that mindset. If he grows, whoever grows, I feel super happy for him. So I think that same culture is helping us to change the patterns, like to change like the vibe. So we are super competitive, but we are super close each other. So yeah, that's what I think. Goshen is different, and also Asim had the different mindset, and he always tried to make us a complete fighter because you could be the best fighter in the world. You could be super skill set. You could be super talented. You could be hard work, whatever you want. But if you don't promote yourself, you are not a complete fighter. In the end of the day, you are not a complete fighter, and it sucks. But bro, that was the old times. No more. In the old times, you could be good, you could be quiet, and that's good. That's enough. Today is not enough to be good. And like uh he always talk about it, like, oh, hey guys, you got to promote yourselves. You got to be like a brand. You got to do your marketing. You got to be your persona. You got to do this, that. So I think the culture in general is super good, and it's helped you a lot to grow as a fighter and as a person too.
For sure, man. It sounds like you guys are getting, really good work for as far as like training, but also really good knowledge as far as how to market yourself as a brand, like you said. So I think both those things are very important, especially in today's combat sports world that we live in. Because yeah, you can go out there and be a great fighter, but it's also like you got to sell yourself as well, so you can get those bigger opportunities and get the people talking about you as well.
100%, my bro. Like, you need to the people talk about you. You need the people talking about you. It's been good or bad, it doesn't matter. If they talk, it's good.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I hear you. Talk to me about some of your training partners. Like when you're getting ready for fight night and you're getting ready for an event coming up on a Saturday or whatever, who are the training partners that you work with the most consistently to help you get ready for a fight?
Well, Eileen Perez, Julio is my guy from Cuba. He's like a wrestler. Well, Shasay. I try to train a lot with everybody, but who go with me always is like Julio and Eileen. Those are my main training partners. They know me and they really know me. You know that's important for me. They know what I can do, what I cannot do. Like how can I mix it up. So yeah, I would say those are my main training partners. But also Roy Echeverria, he's in tough now.
Mhm.
Roy Echeverria, Chase, Dennis Buzukjak, he's fighting in UFC too. Those are kind of my main training partners.
Cool, man. And before the karate combat career really took off, you were also 3-2 as a pro mixed martial artist. Do you have any interest of getting back into MMA, or is everything just focused on karate combat right now?
I'm coming back, brother. I'm coming back and take over.
Mhm.
I just need like I need to take that like that bad feeling about MMA. Like wasn't myself in that day. Wasn't mine. Like never I had excuse if I lose. If I lose, I lose. It's part of the game. I heard a good like quote the last day. Like the people always think like success and failure is separate, but it's the same.
Mhm.
It is the fucking same. Nobody successful. They always fail too. They fail before succeed. So when I failed back in my day was more for because of my mindset than my skills. So that's what I regret. I don't regret lose because taught me a lot. Thank God those lose. I'm who I am today. I'm really grateful with that. But I know I could do way more. I could be Macaco Flow in those fight. I wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't like the flow. It was more tense. Worry about like a result. Worry about win or lose. So back in those days, I was more worried about win or lose and make a name that enjoy my fight. So when when I start to change my mind, this opportunity in karate combat pop up. So
Mhm.
that's why I never get back to MMA because I say, bro, I get better pay here. I'm fighting, I'm active, so it's a balance. In MMA you're gonna get like 500, 500 or
Mhm.
1,000, 1,000, and what you do with 2,000 a month? Nothing, bro. In Miami, I
Yeah.
pay my rent with that money.
Yeah.
And just the rent after you have the car, the insurance, the other insurance, the how is the life here. So I say, okay, I'm gonna start to make my name, my career here, and I will get back. But yeah, soon you will see me in MMA. I'm a different guy,
Hell yeah,
different.
man. Definitely excited to see you get back into the cage. When you're training at the Goat Shed, are you still training all of your MMA skills? Are you still training your wrestling and your jiu-jitsu and all those grappling skills? Or has your training camp just been like focused on the striking stuff that you need for karate combat?
You know what is crazy? I would say my training is 80% grappling, 20% striking, and my striking get better with my grappling. When I train wrestling and grappling, I get better than my striking. It's crazy and it's weird, but you always could be a better striker if your grappling is better. But you never can be a best grappler if your striking is better.
Yeah, that's
It's a weird concept, interesting, but it's true. Why? Two things I would say. One, it is grappling. You need a lot of technique. Even bro, a bomb in the street can throw a punch.
interesting.
Whatever know how to throw a punch or a kick, but tell him to take you down. You need not to know technique. You actually need to know how to throw a takedown. Also, the wrestling give you the, or personally for me, grappling and wrestling give you the body understanding. You know, the feeling like, okay, I need to squeeze, I need to release, I need to maybe get more tight or more loose. In the striking, you don't feel that much. You know, you throwing punches, but you don't feel like, okay, I'm throwing with this part of my body, now with this part. So I need to turn, I need to do this, blah, 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 blah. That's why I think grappling made you better striking and also gave you confidence.
Mhm.
If you go out there and you know you cannot get taken down or you're gonna scramble up, you don't give a fuck. You just go forward, you know. But when you don't know grappling, you are scared to even exchange. Like, oh shit, he's gonna take me down. Oh no, I cannot throw. So you hesitating all the time. You know, that's why that's my theory. Like, if you are a better grappler, your striking will get better. But if you are a better striker, your grappling will get worse.
I hear you, man. I can get down with that. I can get down with that theory for sure. Let's talk about your last fight at Karate Combat. It was at Karate Combat 53, a catch weight of 140 pounds. Are we going to see you defend this bantamweight title anytime soon, man? And when can we possibly see you inside the pit next defending that bantamweight strap?
Yeah, definitely. Like soon, I think June. June is what I have on my mind. June, last resort will be July, but June I think is the next one. So I will be
Cool.
defending my belt. You know, I'm ready. How I told you before, I'm already training. I'm always training. I just need the name, and that's it. Okay, put me a name. Ready. Let's go.
For sure, man. Do you have anybody in mind that you want to fight for that 135-pound belt? Because it seems like in the realm of karate combat, there are no matchups that are impossible for you guys over there. We've seen some really cool and really interesting matchups from guys that are in the promotion, guys that are outside the promotion. So I feel like there is no limits to who you could fight next at 135. Do you have anybody in particular that you want to fight?
Nobody in particular now because they gotta fight to fight me. You know, they gotta make the way. Now I'm the champ. I'm not like resting. I'm not like in nothing, but they gotta fight. You know, they gotta try to get in the top. You know, but I think the next guy could be Adam Noy. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He's 3-0 karate combat. He's the closest one. So I think I need to smash the guy after this. So yeah, I probably will fight him.
Awesome, man. Arturo, thank you for coming on the show and taking time to talk to me, man. It was awesome to talk to you. I don't get many karate combat guys on the show, so it is cool to kind of pick your brain a little bit about the intricacies of, karate combat as a promotion and, the experience inside the pit. So thank you for coming on and kind of enlightening me as an interviewer a little bit as well, man. Before I let you go, where can the people come find you on social media, and anybody you want to shout out, anybody you want to thank? This is your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me here, bro. Amazing, amazing sharing with you, like what is karate combat, what we're doing. Because this is important too. I'm the champ, and I really try to promote my job. I really try to promote my company because we are growing. And my goal is make karate combat the best striking league in the world. So I need to put the flag wherever I go. Like, okay, I'm the champ of karate combat, and my level is elite. I'm ready to fight anybody. And also, yeah, you can follow me in any social media like Instagram or Twitter, like as Macaco Flow, MAKAKOFLOWW, Macaco Flow. You can follow me there. Always I share my content, my next fight, sponsor opportunities, partnership opportunities, everything. Yeah, no, big shout out to all my fans, to all the people who support me, and big shout out to all the believers, to all the dreamers. Like, keep chasing that dream, you will get it.
Awesome, man. Arturo, thank you one last time for coming on, brother. It's always a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you again soon whenever you get some fight news or whatever. You want to come back on, and we'll do a little matchup preview, break down the matchup between you and whoever opponent you got lined up. Would love to do that as well. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my bro. Have a good one. Talk to you
Got
soon.
down for the count and he can't even talk now. This MMA, what we talking about? Yeah, you tuned into the pod now. Gonna be hard for you to stop now. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in.